This is a ManeHustle Media podcast.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Jackie O and you're listening to Militantly Mixed.
Yo, this is Rashani from the Single Simulcast. And when I'm not making you laugh or making up parody songs, I'm kicking back, listening to Militantly Mixed.
I would like to acknowledge that the Militantly Mixed podcast is recorded on the traditional lands of the Chumash and the Tongva people, and I wish to pay my respects to the people of those nations, both past and present. Hey y'all, welcome to Militantly Mixed, the podcast about race and identity from the mixed race perspective. I am your host, Charmaine, aka Mixed Girl Maine, the busiest mixed race, bisexual, polyamorous, atheist, comic book nerd, cat mom, mask making, Gulf Coast Cosmos comic book co-owning, Asian American Podcasters Association's Golden Crane Award winning podcaster in this podcasting game. This is Sunday, April 25th, and I just wanted to jump on for a quick second to make a few announcements as I am coming off of hiatus, mental health hiatus for the month of April. I have a few announcements to make, but I also want to address some of the things that I haven't been a part of, some of the conversations I haven't been a part of this past month, and why that is. 3 weeks ago, I suffered a head injury and a concussion, and I have been in recovery ever since. As I have received multiple concussions in my lifetime, I am having a hard time recovering from this one. 3 weeks later, I am still having tremendous headaches every single day, eye sensitivity, foggy brain, foggy, slow thinking, I guess. And I'm really just having a hard time recovering right now. I'm supposed to be reducing my screen time, which is why you haven't seen me as a major presence on social media, either on the Militantly Mixed platforms, the Mask by Maine platform, and even Gulf Coast Cosmos. I haven't been able to post as frequently as I would like to because of how much pain I get being on the computer, even for a little bit of time. So that being said, that is why you haven't seen me engaging very much on the conversations related to the Derek Chauvin trial verdict or the murder of Daunte Wright and whether or not he lived a biracial identity in addition to him actually being a biracial person. This, of course, is a conversation that I would absolutely want to be having with the Militantly Mixed community, but I haven't been as engaged on social media during this time while I've been recovering. A couple weeks ago, I did record something related to Daunte Wright, but I haven't been able to get through the editing of it because of how I've been feeling, how I was feeling at the time I recorded it. So I may just push it to actually engaging with a collective so that we can have an open discussion about this in the future. So I wanted to say that because I'm not ignoring what is happening. That is not like me. It's just that I have had to try to stay off of my phone and the computer as much as possible over the last few weeks. And I will be going through physical therapy soon to aid in my recovery from my concussion. So if things slow down again for me a little bit, I just wanted y'all to know why that is and what is going on. In addition to that, things still haven't slowed down related to my move to Houston and my transition out of my job here in LA into a full-time focus on Gulf Coast Cosmos when I get to Houston. So it's still been a pretty chaotic, hectic time, and I really didn't get the kind of rest that I was hoping I would get during the April hiatus, but there it is. In addition to that, I actually have conducted a few interviews over the course of April while I was on hiatus, and one of those is going to be released on Tuesday, April 28th as a special, or April 27th as a special episode of Militantly Mixed, in which myself, Teresa Stovall, the author of Swirl Girl, Coming of Race in the USA, and Sonia Smith King, president of MASK, Multiracial Americans of Southern California, and president of the Mixed Up Clothing company as well. The three of us have been working together for several months on a couple of little projects. And the first of those projects is an interview that I'm dropping on Tuesday with the author of One Drop, Dr. Yaba Blay. One Drop is I guess it's kind of described as a coffee table book, which includes narrative and photographs of people who identify either as monoracially Black, mixed Black, or part of the Black diaspora. And it is a series of people that Dr. Yaba Blay has engaged with over the course of many years. She also produced this independently 7 years ago, and it has been recently re-released by Penguin, the publishing company. And it's had some updates for the current time. We were able to get together with Dr. Yaba Blay during April and have a discussion related to the book from the mixed race perspective. Well, specifically the mixed Black perspective. And this was an amazing conversation, an amazing interview in which on all sides we were able to reveal different ways that we feel about the term one drop or about the Black identity or mixed Black identity in general. And this has opened up a path down to more discussions that we would like to have both with Dr. Yaba Blay and with others. So I'm considering this the beginning of a very special series of Militantly Mixed in which the mixed aunties will get together with guests to have these major topical discussions within mixedness. So the first one you're going to hear will be on Tuesday, April 27th. And that will be our discussion with Dr. Yaba Blay. In addition to that, the Mixed Aunties is sort of a collective that I am now a member of, and we get together on a weekly basis to talk about mixedness and work on a few projects together. So this is really going to grow into a different part of the greater mixed race work that I do and that Sonia and Teresa also do. So while I don't have much more to announce with that at the moment, I do hope y'all enjoy what we put out on Tuesday and will be interested in the other projects that we are going to be having coming up throughout the year. And I feel like there was something else. Oh, this past weekend on Saturday, I was a speaker at the UCLA Mixed Race Heritage Conference. I was originally invited to participate as a speaker for the 2020 Mixed Race Heritage Conference, but because COVID hit, they did not have the conference last year. And so it got postponed to this year. It is an annual conference, but it was postponed. Last year's was postponed, and I was invited to still speak this year, which I was very grateful for. There were other speakers there and other people that I have connected with that I will hopefully be interviewing for Militantly Mixed soon as well to get you access to their information. But I just want to say that getting an opportunity to speak at various colleges and universities through Militantly Mixed or through my work with Militantly Mixed has been so amazing. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I've gotten. And it was really, I was able to breathe a big sigh of relief after completing my session for UCLA's Mixed Race Heritage Conference, because this was a pinnacle moment for me when I first got that invitation back in 2019. That felt like I had finally reached a level that I had hoped to attain. And when it got postponed, it was pretty depressing. But, we had a pandemic and that was changing the way things were. So I don't know if there's a recording or anything like that, but it was a really great experience. And I'm really looking forward to having more opportunities to do other things like that. But I just wanted to shout out Dakota Duffy, who was a guest on, I believe it's episode 89 of Militantly Mixed. He was the one who originally invited me to participate in the Mixed Race Heritage Conference and moderated the major conference, virtual conference yesterday as well. Shout out to Dakota for all that work that he and his team did to put that together. and to the other speakers that were involved in the sessions. It was really, really great. I think that's pretty much all that I had to say. I wanted y'all to know that I am coming back off of hiatus. We do have a couple episodes planned for the month of May, which will drop on May 4th and May 21st. Our first episode back will be with Michelle Adams, the host of the Catmaste Chronicles podcast. I was a guest on her show back in January, I think, February. And we got together a couple months back to do her interview for Militantly Mixed. And so now that is finally popping up for y'all, and I'm really excited to share that with you as well. So just so you know what to expect, April 27th will be a special episode of Militantly Mixed with the Mixed Aunties and Dr. Yaba Blay. May 4th will be our first episode back, a regular episode back with Michelle Adams from the Catmaste podcast. And I believe the 24th, I think it's the 24th, it might be the 21st, but the 24th, the episode will be with Jen Lee, co-host of the Auth Ethnic podcast, which I have hyped on previous episodes of Militantly Mixed. So check those out. And yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm already starting to get tired. So don't forget to be your mixed ass selves. And I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye, y'all. Militantly Mixed is a ManeHustle Media podcast, produced and hosted by me, Charmaine Fury. Music is by David Bogan the One. You can follow us on social media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Militantly Mixed. If you'd like to become a sponsor of Militantly Mixed, please go to patreon.com/militantlymixed for monthly sponsorship or paypal.me/militantlymixed for a one-time only donation. And if you like what you hear on Militantly Mixed, please subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to be your mixed ass self. ManeHustle Media. Turn your side hustle into your main hustle.